What's going on, everybody? Colin here with Techout, and today I want to do a little tech update, kind of all the phones I'm currently using in 2026. I don't know if you guys know this about me or not, but I always have more than one device laying around, and I try to keep them kind of rotating through current devices. And the reason being is I like to make content for you guys on these devices, and outside of YouTube, I like just playing with new stuff. And when a new software update comes out, I want to be able to try it out, whether that's on a Samsung or an iPhone. We just got iOS 26.4 beta 1 yesterday, so I've got my iOS devices that all have that on there, and then my Apple Watch and stuff like that as well. So in this video, we're only going to be talking about my phones and phone peripherals like the watches that I have. So I usually keep two watches, an Apple Watch and a Android watch, which is usually a Samsung. I'm pretty sure it's always been a Samsung, just because that usually works with kind of everything. I can use it with, if I get like a Pixel to try out for a while, I can use it with that. If I get, a OnePlus, I can use it with that. So it's kind of versatile. I mean, most of the watches nowadays run uh, Wear OS, so they're kind of compatible with all brands anyway, all Android brands. But it didn't used to always be like that. Samsung was kind of geared toward all the Samsung devices and stuff like that. But nowadays that doesn't really matter too much, but I still always usually do stick with Samsung watches. Currently my watch of choice is just the plain Jane Galaxy Watch 8. Nothing special, nothing fancy. I have had a Watch Ultra and a Watch 8 Classic. But I don't use this as much as I do my Apple Watch, so I don't really need something too fancy on the Android side of things. And I actually like kind of the form factor and how thin this watch is, and just the screen. I prefer that kind of screen that's flat rather than having a big bezel around it. I don't know. I just like the look and the feel on the wrist, and it's super light. This is kind of my go-to watch for like sleep tracking and stuff like that. Apple does it now with the Apple Watch. But this had the sleep score before the Apple Watch, and I kind of like that because it just gives you kind of a single number to kind of compare, night to night on how you're sleeping and stuff like that. Again, the Apple Watch does that now too, but I have the Apple Watch Ultra 3, and that's a little bit, a little bit bigger, kind of clunky. Not always the most comfortable to sleep in. This is kind of my more formal watch. It's got the metal band on it, not an Apple metal band. I think I have a link in the description. It's an Ultra Band company. I should have a link in the description to a discount code if anyone wants to check those out. They have a bunch of different ones, a bunch of different colors and stuff like that. But getting into the phones, I've got two Androids right now, and I've got two iPhones right now. Usually I'll have, like I said, at least one of each. Right now, my go-to iPhones are the iPhone 17 Pro Max and the iPhone Air. Usually I will only have one iPhone. I don't usually buy like a Pro Max and then get just like a regular like 17 or base model iPhone. So really the only reason I have two right now is because the iPhone Air is kind of its own category. I mean, it's something entirely new. But the iPhone Air is actually pretty much my daily driver. My SIM card right now is currently in my Z Flip 7 because I just got this one. You guys know I actually got a Pixel Fold, 10 Pro Fold, and I was having a bunch of issues with Google customer support and getting the protection plan on it from Google, and I got tired of dealing with that. So I went ahead and returned that, and I picked something else up. I got this right here. I wanted something kind of small form factor. Really love the cover display on this. It's a nice little phone. I wouldn't say I would use this constantly as my daily driver, but it is nice to have a small, pocketable phone like that. So I've got the two iPhones, and I'll kind of go back through them. I'm just kind of giving you a layout of everything I have right now, and then I'll kind of go back through and, pros and cons of everything as I have it right now. It is currently Tuesday, the 17th when I'm recording this. So we do have Galaxy Unpacked coming up next week on Wednesday, so we're just a week out. So I have a Galaxy S25 Ultra right here. This is probably my main go-to Android device. If I'm not using the Flip 7, it's obviously going to be this. But I've got this. I really like this phone. The S Pen is my favorite thing on this phone. I don't use it all the time, But when I use this phone, it is nice to have that because it has come in handy. As you guys know, I've had like multiple surgeries and stuff like that, which requires me to, fill out paperwork sometimes, or fill out stuff to send to the doctor to have them fill out to send to like insurance. And you guys have no idea how easy the S Pen makes that, because I don't have to print it out and sign it and then, you know, scan it or take a picture of it and send it back to them. I can just kind of e-sign it on the phone, write on the document, and then send it right back to them. And that's a lifesaver when your printer is downstairs and you're on crutches and you're limited on your feet. It's really nice to have, even though I don't use it all the time. So this phone will be going away within the next week or so. Well, not week or so. It'll be going away when my S26 Ultra actually gets here. So a couple weeks left with this phone. It's running in One UI 8.5 beta. So I do use these for the betas. Samsung's kind of weird on their betas. Like, they don't always come out for the newest device, but they've been changing up how their betas are done. So I like to keep a device that can run the beta, because that is pretty popular on the channel. And I also make videos over at Sammy Guru for them over there. So no beta available for this yet. Just running this as a small little pocketable phone. But like I said, the iPhone Air is my go-to Apple device right now, or my iPhone. I do prefer the Apple ecosystem. I actually switched totally to Samsung at one point. I had I think it was like S23 Ultra, S24. It's probably an S23 Ultra. I think it was a little bit before the 24 came out. I got that. I got a Tab S9 Ultra. I had the Galaxy Watch, and I actually went completely away from Apple. But the newer versions of iOS have been more appealing to me. The fact that this phone, despite its thin size, is actually very repairable. Screen replacements are easy. Battery replacements are super easy, and you can do them yourself under $100, getting the battery directly from Apple. You never were able to do that on an iPhone before, and that's just something that's really appealing to me. I have the protection plan on all these devices. I've got Samsung Care Plus on both my Samsungs, and I've got Apple Care One. So all my Apple devices are all in Apple Care One. But if the battery wears out on this iPhone Air, I can swap it myself. I don't have to worry about that. But if I drop it and totally destroy the phone, I've got a protection plan to cover it. So I do like that. iPhone 17 Pro Max, I do have my work SIM card on here right now. So I usually keep that on this phone all the time. And back a couple months ago, I just messed up the camera's lighting. There we go. Back a couple months ago, I was running an iPhone 16e as a work device, and I like to have my work stuff entirely separate, but I kind of gave up on that. But I was at first running it entirely separate on the iPhone 16e until I got the iPhone Air, and then I was like, well, I don't want to carry two iPhones when I have like a Samsung and an iPhone. So I started just running the work sim on one iPhone, and then like I would switch. If I was running a personal sim, I could run it on the iPhone as well and carry one phone. Or if I wanted to use my Samsung, I could, keep the iPhone as the work phone and run my secondary sim on a Samsung device, and not have to carry around all these different devices and two iPhones, or whatever the case may be. Kind of slim that down a little bit. But when the iPhone Air came out, I actually sold my original iPhone Air probably a month and a half into it, because I got the 17 Pro. And then I was like, well, I kind of regret that. I really like the iPhone Air. I really like how thin it was. It doesn't have the best battery life, but it's very doable. It's not terrible. I've got like Qi 2 chargers everywhere. And so I bought another one on eBay, and I ended up selling my 17 Pro and swapping it for a 17 Pro Max because I wanted the larger screen. So I got a pretty decent amount for it on eBay, and was able to kind of just swap that out and pay the difference, a couple $100. So that was that. But that is currently what I'm using right now in 2026. Like I said, February, right before Galaxy unpacks, we'll be switching to the new Samsung, the Galaxy S26 Ultra. I'm really excited to make some videos on that here soon. It's got some exciting new features that I'm excited to check out, like the privacy display. Supposedly has 60-watt charging, which is pretty cool. Because I've had OnePlus devices in the past that charge at 80 watts, 100 watts, whereas Samsung, it's always been like 25 or 45. So to get a Samsung up to 50, that's pretty cool. I mean, even the iPhone 17 Pro Max now is 45 watts when you plug it in, 25 watts on my Qi 2 chargers. And I mean, 45 watts on this is plenty. It charges it plenty quick with the, it's just over 5,000 milliamp hour battery on the US 17 Pro Max without the SIM slot. So not bad there. I've got these, both my iPhones actually has skins on them right now. It's got the same skin on both. I think this one looks, this one looks pretty cool. I like the black Apple logo with the black and the red. But I had to put the red skin on the orange iPhone as well. So we got the orange Apple logo on there. There's slick wrap skins. Again, discount link is in the description if anybody wants to skin their device. They've got them for basically anything you can possibly imagine. But yeah, that's what I'm using in 2026 right now. Like I said, my most popular day-to-day device is the iPhone Air. When I was using the Google Pixel, another reason I returned it was like I would pick up the iPhone Air and I'm like, wow, I really want to go back to the iPhone Air. I don't know why I just spent $1,500 on this Pixel Fold. And then I was like, man, that $1,500 coming back to me sounds really good right now. And I like using my iPhone Air, so I boxed the thing back up and I sent it back. This was like half the price. I got it on sale on Amazon when it went down to like $8.99. Might still be on sale if you guys want to check it out. I'll leave a shopping link in the description for like Best Buy and then Amazon Amazon link. But yeah, that's what I'm using right now. And if you guys have any questions or anything, or if there's anything you want to see on any of these devices, let me know. Specifically the S25 Ultra, let me know pretty quick on that one, because like I said, it will be going down the road here soon for the S26 Ultra. So we'll be making some videos on that as well. I'm Colin with Techout. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always, have a great day.